So here we've got a lovely rhododendron Cousianum, which is an evergreen azalea species, which has got a problem with a bramble in the middle of it. Now this is quite a common problem with your shrubs, and it is something that in September and October you really need to get to deal with. And while it's easy enough to pull up an individual frond and cut it off and pull it out, you haven't dealt with the problem because the roots are still there. And if you look closely here, you can see how this bramble is starting to put out roots and trying to create an aerial layer and trying to find its way into the ground. And right at the tip of it again, you see where it's curling down to try and root into the ground. And if we don't get rid of it, frankly, there's going to be just a bramble bush here and no nice azalea. In fact, if you look closely, you can see we've got some blackberries forming, and these long, huge long tendrils which are growing and growing and growing at this time of the year, and they're going to smother the bush. Cutting off these tendrils is not the answer. Might be the answer in the short term, but you have an even bigger problem next year. That's why I've put on the thick rubber gloves, and I'm going to go into the middle of the bush, have a dig around and see if I can crawl into the roots, get to the roots and chop them down to ground level and then dig them out. So if you bear with me a minute, I'm going to do a bit of crawling. So there's the success. Look at that huge root. We've got the whole of it pulled out, and I shall really enjoy all these horrid brambles dying away in the next day or two, because we've got the whole root out. There won't be a problem next year. If you look closely at the root, you can see where next year's shoots would have come up. That was a big beast, but he's a goner.